In many parts of the world, you might change your wardrobe with the seasons, grabbing a heavy coat in winter, while wearing only a light t-shirt in summer. Although ecosystems, plants, and animals cannot adjust their attire quite so easily, they have evolved to make changes that help them survive seasonal conditions caused by the rotation of the Earth around the sun. In autumn, the leaves on deciduous trees change colors as they lose chlorophyll, the molecule that plants use to synthesize food. Come with epic Earthbound as we look at these changes from space, animal behavior, beauty, and more. From space, we can easily view this change as the northern hemisphere goes into winter and the southern hemisphere changes into summer. Around June 22nd, the northern hemisphere is angled towards the sun and receives the most direct radiation and the most energy. This is the start of astronomical summer in the northern hemisphere and winter in the southern hemisphere. 6 months later, in December, the Earth has completed half a revolution around the sun. The northern hemisphere is now angled away from the sun and receives less energy than the southern hemisphere. This is the beginning of winter in the northern hemisphere and summer in the southern hemisphere. From north to south, the results of the distribution of solar energy can be seen in changing vegetation, animal behaviors, temperatures, and day length. As the days get shorter and temperatures change, chlorophyll production slows down and eventually stops. This breaks down the chlorophyll, which is what gives leaves their green color, revealing the other pigments in the leaf. The best fall colors occur when the weather is dry, cool, and sunny. Cloudy, damp, or warm weather doesn't produce the same degree of color change. Trees adapt to the cold winter by changing color, dropping their leaves, and growing new leaves in the spring. The color change depends on where you are located. In the United States, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are typically among the first parts of the contiguous United States to experience autumn color. Prime autumn foliage in Japan generally shows up first in the country's northernmost region, where colorful leaves are usually in full display by mid to late September. But in the country's more southern regions, colorful foliage can persist into early December. Seasonal changes in precipitation and temperature affect soil moisture, evaporation rates, river flows, lake levels, and snow cover. Leaves fall and plants wither as cold and dry seasons approach. These changes in vegetation affect the type and amount of food available for humans and other organisms. Animals in temperate and polar regions must find alternate food sources, move to warmer locations, or hibernate. In the fall, bears enter a period of compulsive overeating as they prepare for winter hibernation. They start aggressively searching for food, such as berries, fruits, nuts, and seeds, to gain weight and build up fat reserves. They can spend up to 20 hours a day foraging for food. To prevent conflicts with bears, you should secure food in garbage, remove or secure bird feeders, do not leave pet food outside, clean and store grills, and alert your neighbors of any bear activity. We live at the base of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. Bears are often seen in Colorado towns during the early fall months with their teenage cubs looking for food. This is their last chance to eat for the season. They continue to roam about searching for every bit of remaining food, natural and otherwise. As the days are getting shorter and nights get longer, they are on a countdown to denning for the winter. Many start looking for den sites in October, and some pregnant females may den up by the end of the month. The rut is the breeding season for both elk and deer, when males pursue females that are ready to mate. The rut for elk typically occurs from early September to mid-October. During this time, bulls become more active, moving around more and vocalizing more frequently. Bulls will gather a herd of cows, called a harem, and will obsessively guard them.
See how big they are next to that car? They're very majestic animals. We have some babies. We have to be very careful. There's one bull, you can see his antlers right over there. He's walking it through the parking lot.
That's funny.
Did you just hear him bugle?
Bugling in the visitor center parking lot.
Look at that rack on him. I mean, they're huge. Hear him? That's his right there. Look at the size of his rack. It's huge. Very big, Harem.
A very big bull.
Oh, what's he going after? Going after something. Oh, there's more girls coming that way.
It's because the girls aren't showing
up.
up.
But there's a guy chasing them.
She's a baby, I'm not interested. I got a boyfriend.
So the one thing about Colorado is they're known for their bighorn sheep, and you can see them all over the place. And we've gotten footage of them in northern Colorado, outside of Fort Collins. We catch pictures all the time in Rocky Mountain National Park. You can see them all over the Rocky Mountains, but one of the best places to see them and being able to get really up and close is Georgetown, and especially the end of fall and the beginning of winter is a great time to see them. Bunch right there.
Yeah, I see them now.
They're like up on the hill here. There's a whole bunch.
The rut, or mating season for bighorn sheep, is a time when male bighorn sheep, or rams, compete for the chance to mate with females. The rut varies by location, but generally occurs from August, November for desert bighorn sheep, and October to January for Rocky Mountain and California bighorn sheep. During the rut, rams engage in head-to-head combat, which can last for a full day. The sound of two rams butting heads can be heard from over a mile away.
So we're just sitting in the car right now, and you can see them right there. I mean, that's how close they are. Up, 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 and we got them butting heads on top of it.
Many of us are familiar with birds flying south for the winter. But did you know that the monarch butterfly also flies south for the winter? Monarch butterflies begin their annual migration south from North America in mid-August to October. In March, they begin migrating back north, then lay eggs, and then die. The eggs hatch and complete their life cycle, and the cycle starts again. Each fall, North American monarchs travel from their summer breeding grounds to overwintering locations. East of the Rocky Mountains, monarchs travel up to an astonishing 3,000 miles to central Mexico, whereas the shorter migration west of the Rockies is to the California coast. Some say that fall is a magical time of year and that the views are amazing. You can enjoy the beauty of fall by driving through the countryside or walking and crunching the leaves under your feet. The changing leaves are undoubtedly one of the most striking aspects of autumn. Trees adorned with vibrant colors create a breathtaking sight, turning ordinary landscapes into captivating paintings. The forests become a kaleidoscope of hues, from fiery reds to brilliant golds, creating a visual symphony. We hope you enjoyed our look at autumn. What is your favorite thing about fall season? Let us know in the comments.